okay, and make something like this, okay. So now the function, okay, please look at this now. Now all the previous code that we used in while, okay, so now if I run the program, as you can see here, let's go Python temp, okay, so it didn't give me anything, yeah. Why? Because even though I defined a function, okay, I need to call it. If I didn't call it, so it will not work. So to call it, I need to come down here and call it. Let's call it by the name of the function, which is func1. And I didn't pass anything to the function because I now use without arguments. We'll see later how we use it. Now, okay, I save the file and run the Python script again. Now, as you can see, all the function start working, okay? So please see how much is easier. Now I can go in, let us say I want to make a new file. Let us say that this file called use function. And I demonstrate what we called here in this slide a code reuse. So this is a file that I added. No, that's not good. Rename .py, okay? This is a file that I added, and I want now, let us say that I wanted to use the function here. Let me delete here. Here is the calling of the function. Now, the function, okay, this is the powerful thing of Python. This is a very powerful thing. So please see here, I can import, okay, like we did before, okay, what we call it function temp, we call it, is the temp, okay. Now, okay, as you can see, I can use temp dot, and we call it func1, as you can see here, okay. So see this is a module. We convert this function here, we convert it as a module in one file called temp. Now I can use it here in this file. Now if I run this file, how can I run this file? I type Python, what we call code reuse. Now anyone are going to write this code, okay, this code, let us say that you are interested in this code. So you are not going to copy and paste this code among several files. So write it one and use it every place. So this is not the time to talk about object-oriented programming that we will see later, and they will be organized. This approach will organize our code more in efficient way. So let us come back to our file here. So function, as you see, it allows us to reuse the code. Other important aspect of the function, it supports building flexible structure, easy to test, as easy to maintain, and even easy to grow, to scale. As you see in the last demonstration. But the most important things, they organized our code. I like this, okay? And they are the foundation of the object-oriented programming, where we will see later in the next day, okay? So let us start. This is the function, okay? It starts by def. I gave it a name, and after that this sign, and then I can adjust what I want, which instruction I want to write here. As you can see, you can write anything you want. Okay, so please recall here, functions are not run in a program until they are called or invoked, as we saw before. Okay, so in order to run this piece of code, you need to call it by its name. Here is the name, and then it will output the following. Okay, let us see what we can do more in function. A function has a name. This is the name, is even. This is the name. Let us say that I want to check if a number is even or odd number. So what can I do? I can write a function, okay? I can give it a name. You can choose your name. And here, as you can see, we call them parameters or arguments. And I will explain what meant by these two. What is the terminology here? Okay, so let us say for now, I is a variable that I need from outside this function to pass a value. As you can see below here, I called this function, which is called is even, with a value. Here the value is 3. And this 3 in our professional language called the argument. But I called the parameter. So both of them each act as a role. Here the 3, we pass it to the value of I. So this is the argument, and I is the parameter. And developers in their daily job, they are speaking arguments as the parameters, but in computer science, it's different. Okay. Here, as you can see, I put some documentation. This is some documentation, and in this way we can, okay, make documentation for our function. This documentation is helpful. We will see later how we can output it for any other user that didn't design this function and want to learn more about our function. So we will let him see what we documented here. Now, as you can see, this is the body of the function, and inside the body you can choose anything to do. So please, this is the body. Each function can use the return statement. Let me write this demo. Okay, let me write this demo. Let me delete this. Okay, let me write def sum of, and let me write a b. And here I can say s equal a plus b. Okay, now I wanted to return the value of s. Okay, so I type return s. So now below in my program, I can type y equal sum, okay, sorry, sum of, okay, then I need to pass two variables, okay, two arguments. So let's say 1 and 4. And now I can print y. Okay, so this is a handy way of Python. Now let me run this code, and as you can...
You're returning A, not S.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. So now I got 5. Okay, so please Please note that